All of us will deal with adversity at some point in our life. But once you accept this, you will see what really separates us is how we deal with the adversities that we need to overcome in our life. So, what do you do when you're faced with adversity? Do you break down when the road gets tough? Do you quit when there seems like there's nothing else that you can do? Or do you live by the phrase, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? Either way, what you choose to do defines you.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Richest Steve in Atlanta. When it comes to adversity, I've been on both sides of the coin. I too have allowed adversity to set in and stop me from achieving my goals. I remember after I put in what seemed like my all into achieving this one goal, adversity hit, and instead of using my brain to overcome the situation, I began to feel like there was nothing else I could do to continue, and I quit. On the other hand, I remember the times when I was able to face my adversity head on, and I used ingenuity in order to overcome those struggles. That's why I want to have this conversation on adversity. Let's go ahead and get this disclaimer right on out the way. You need to understand that adversity is a must in your life if you want to grow. I know you've heard diamonds are made under pressure. Well, great things are made under pressure as well. Once you accept this as truth, you'll welcome adversity into your life and you'll be able to overcome any obstacle that's in your way. Like I like to say, get comfortable being uncomfortable. You just need to use the tools that you've been given, and your best tool is your brain. That's called using ingenuity, the skill of thinking, performing, or using things in a new way. So now, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. The first thing that I think of when it comes to using ingenuity to overcome your adversities is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. In this book, the main protagonist, Santiago, is faced with many roadblocks, and each time he's able to overcome them. One part stood out in particular to me though, and that was the crystal merchant shop. In this section, it highlights how Santiago uses his ingenuity to gain money, that way he can make his trip to Egypt. He started with nothing, but soon after that he found work cleaning crystals at the crystal merchant shops. Then he noticed that he wasn't making money fast enough, so he came up with the idea to create a display case, that way the customers could see the crystals from outside the shop. For this, the crystal merchant gave him a commission on every single piece of crystal that was sold in the shop. Then 2 months later, he came up with another idea to sell tea out of the crystal glasses. That way, after people finished drinking their tea, they would see how beautiful the crystal glass was and want to buy some for their own home. You see, he realized that the shop was on top of a hill, and after that climb, people would love to have a nice refreshing drink. Over the next few months, more businesses adopted his ideas, and he was able to grow the crystal merchant shop to the next level. In the end, he was able to afford that trip to Egypt. This is the perfect example of using ingenuity. At any moment, Santiago could have quit or became complacent with the money he was making. Instead, he used his mind to constantly break through the barriers he was facing, and in the end, he was able to see his money grow. He literally took the phrase, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and ran with it. When life gave Santiago that crystal shop, he grew it into a successful business. We should all be able to take from this because we all know you can't choose the cards that life hands you. However, you can define what the outcome will be by what you choose to do with those cards. Do you choose to be complacent and just deal with whatever life throws you? Do you quit and just give up on your dreams and aspirations? Or do you use ingenuity to overcome whatever obstacle is placed in front of you? Also, by having ingenuity, you'll unlock a whole nother skill when it comes to overcoming your adversities, and that's called perseverance. This is an important skill to have because sometimes we quit before we even get to see the fruits of what we started. You see, most of us can't weather the storm because we don't even think there's a way to get through the storm. We would rather walk out of it instead of embracing it and seeing what's on the other side. However, with ingenuity, there will always be a way to overcome any obstacle we face through the storm. We just need to persevere through the hard times and know that there will be an end. This is something I definitely need to work on because most times when I quit, it's for this exact reason. Whenever I would approach a new goal I wanted to face, if along the way one of the steps that I had planned blew up, it would mess up, I would totally freeze. I would feel like there was no other way for me to overcome that adversity. And this really messed up my growth when it came to me progressing to the next levels. I wasn't using my best tool, my mind, my ingenuity, to come up with the solution to solve the problems. Instead, I would just walk out of the storm. Knowing this, I've made it a priority in my life to not quit whenever my plans fail. Instead, I want to use my ingenuity more effectively to solve the problems that I face. I hope you feel this sentiment as well because we all deserve to see our dreams come true. Sometimes it just takes for us to not quit, persevere through the storm, and to use our ingenuity to overcome whatever obstacles we face. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, if you gained something from this video, consider watching this next video on 5 things that you need to sacrifice for the future you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace, love, and riches. I'm out.